David Show, coming to you live from Temple University's main campus in the cheesesteak capital of the world, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is part 2 of education on the program, with places for classes and study, and special guest, Ulicia Lawrence Saladande. And now, here's David Washington.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and all the folks here. I'm David Washington. Welcome to the David Show on KDJW5. I am honored to see you once again here where we left off talking about the David Show. Anyway, we're going to talk about part 2 of education. On my last program, I said we will keep you in suspense. Here it is. We're going to talk about the PASSET program, which means, right in this pamphlet, Pan-African Studies Community Education Program. It says so right here. And our guest will be here for a moment talking about the PASSET program. Right now, let's do a recap from our last show we have done earlier this month. We just talked about the WELL program. And WELL means, once again, workforce education and lifelong learning. And if you want to still participate in that, we're in the breaking of the Thanksgiving Christmas break. If you're in college or a university or even school, or even not at school, I'm going to be there to help you out, kids, okay? To get you into school, to focus, get your goals straight, and to get your diploma, your good enough diploma, GED, or high set. So anyway, we have the information from our last show for you. The number to call the WELL program is 215-204-2560, or log on to able at able.pbworks.com so you can sign up for the WELL program. It's right there on the bottom of your screen. We're about to get ready to go through the Christmas and Thanksgiving breaks in schools. So anyway, we're getting ready to go back to school, ready to rock. So anyway, let's talk about places for classes and study if you're about to join in the PASSET program. We have with us to talk about it Chuck Strongbacks. Chuck is our main man at KDJW. He's going to join us today talking about it. He's like off camera, so you hear his voice. So ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Chuck Strongbacks and Places for Classes and Study. Johnny, roll the tape.
Hi, this is Chuck Strongbacks, welcoming you to Places for Classes and Study. We are looking at the Entertainment and Community Education Center, located at 1509 Cecil B. Moore Avenue in the main campus. Most classes for the PASSET program are held on the second floor. And this is the Samuel Paley Library. The library is located on the corner of 13th Street and Paulette Walk in the campus. The place has a guest computer bank, so you can study your materials you like. Here is one requirement in your part to gain access to these places I've mentioned. You must have your valid state ID. And now, back to David.
That was a nice tape. That was pretty good. But anyway, thank you, Chuck, and I hope you heed, you must have a valid state ID with you. Remember, without it, you can never get into class. You can never go to the library. You may not be able to be well attended at all. That's not good. So you'd better stick to your guns and get your ID, either Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, anywhere across the country. If you want to join the WELL program or PASSET, you must have your valid state ID. Okay, about to go on a little break right now, folks. So we have a Jeopardy clue for you entitled Temple University History. And now we shall show you the clue right now. And remember, you must phrase it in form of a question, and in case you're all right. And here is the Jeopardy logo right here on this card. And now, let's talk about the clue. Here it is. Russell Conwell not only founded Temple University and the School of Medicine, he also founded a School of Law under this name. Well, we're going to do a station break right here, kids. We'll be right back for more of the David Show and our Jeopardy solution with our guest. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the David Show. And I hope you enjoyed a wonderful station break. The music was cute. I don't know who on earth wrote it. Well, anyway, where we left off, the Jeopardy clue, Russell Conwell not only founded Temple University and the School of Medicine, he also founded a School of Law under this name. And the correct answer is, who is Beasley? Later on, before our next station break, Chuck Strongbacks will talk about Beasley School of Law and a guy named Beasley. Right now, when we get on our way, we have our Temple guy right here. Little owl guy. Can you say hoot? I knew you would, boys and girls. This, our first and only guest here, talking about the PASSEP program. She used to be in the WELL program as the program coordinator. She's now the director of the PASSEP program. Would you please welcome to the David Show, live here at Temple's campus, Ulysses Lawrence Aladande. How do I do? Good. All right, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. So anyway, tell us, everybody, about what the PASSEP program does.
Well, the Pan-African Studies program is the Pan-African Studies Community Education Program. It began back in 1975 as the Community Education Program from a wonderful lady by the name of Annie D. Hyman. Ms. Hyman believed that the community should get the information that was afforded to those who came to the university. And so what she did was she asked Temple University, along with some of its professors and faculty, if they would actually assist by teaching some courses in the community education program. And the Pan-African Studies program actually picked up the program and made it part of their department. Thus the name Pan-African Studies Community Education Program. So from 1979 to the present, it has been a part of Temple University, and it has been a resource for the community to learn, to be informed, to engage, to connect, not just in African American history, but in education, in health and wellness, in business, and in personal development.
Wow. As the words of R.T. Johnson, very interesting. Yes, indeed. And also, of course, I said earlier, you were the program coordinator of Workforce Education and Lifelong Learning, and we have already finished a show, our first part about the program. So anyway, can you tell us about your life as the programming coordinator?
Well, as the coordinator of the Workforce Education and Lifelong Learning Program, which was not called that, it was actually called the Neighborhood Adult Basic Education Program in 1998 and 1999. It had been at Temple University since about 1977. It too was a long-standing program. During that time, there was a lot of unrest because Temple was growing and it was in the community. So one of the things that they recognized that the community needed was educational services. So out of that, the Neighborhood Adult Basic Ed program was developed through the Center for Social Policy and Community Development. I came on in 2000, and I actually was the director of a program in South Philadelphia for education and employment. And I brought the resources that I had from South Philadelphia and I brought it up to Temple. And we changed the name of the program to Workforce Education and Lifelong Learning so that it would actually exemplify more than just basic education. The program was purposed to help people develop a track between education and their destiny. So it's not just you go, you get your education, you get your GED, done. No, it's a pathway to where you want to go and where you would like to end up in life. The kind of career you would like to have, 2 or 3 of them, because most of us wind up having 2 or 3 different careers. And then coming here to the PASSEP program was just a transition for me. It wasn't a shift. My purpose was to provide a continuum. So the WELL program is state funded, and once the state funding ends, when a person is ready to go on to the career development, they're limited in what they could do. being here at the PASSEP program opened up doors for me to be able to then look at how do I help people transition to whether it's employment, whether it's training, or whether it's post-secondary education. How do I provide those services? And there were courses all over this program. This program had 39 classes. We're now up to 70 classes to help the community learn the things that they want to learn. If you want to go into business but you don't know how, we have a course to explore entrepreneurship, because you can be a hustler, but your hustle needs to turn into a business that could be sustainable for you and your family. We have ways of doing that, and then from being introduced here, then you could go on to either Temple University Center City campus, or you can go across the street to Beach Corporation and actually get a certificate in entrepreneurship or in your business management. So there's ways of connecting, and that was my purpose, to come here so that I could start to connect the dots for the community, so they could find all the resources, not just one, but all the resources to help them get the information they need in order to build their lives.
Wow. Well, golly, that's pretty good. You tied it all together with well and past that.
Definitely, because I'm on a track for retirement. So in 5 years I'll retire, and once I retire, then I'll just be able to consult and give people the benefit of all that I've learned over the courses of my years in being this. I've been into employment and education for over 30-something years. So
That's wonderful. Well, here's the great legends in the world. Johnny Carson with 30 years in his belt for TV, also with David Letterman for 33 years, and over 30-something years, Ulysses Lawrence Aladande with the force of education.
thank you.
Will you be around to give them the information about how they can join?
So yes, the way that you can actually find out about the program, if you're online, you can go to noncredit.temple.edu/PASSEP. That's P as in Paul, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, C as in Charles, E as in Edward, P as in Paul, PASSEP. Or you can actually just go on temple.edu and put in community, and it will come up on the community relations page, and then you can go directly into the course guide and see the courses that we have to offer.
Wow. And as you're saying that, is right on the bottom of the screen, because some of our writers, I think yours truly, or is it somebody else? Who's that? Never mind. They've already put up right. So anyway, Mrs. Ulysses Lawrence, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And folks, we'll be right back. We're going to still give you the information for more about PASSEP right after this station break. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. That was great.
Hello, folks. Now it's time for the fact about David's Jeopardy clue. James E. Beasley was widely considered one of Philadelphia's best trial lawyers, with a commanding courtroom style and flamboyant personality to match, and once photographed by a Philadelphia magazine profile standing atop his desk wearing a suit, cowboy hat, and boots, described as legendary. That's why Temple University named the School of Law after him, Mr. James E. Beasley, Sr. If you want information about the PASSEP program, you better heed what Ulysses Lawrence Aladande says and write down the information which is on the screen. Oh no, David's going to say that the show is still going on while we thought it's going to be closing. I better send him a message quick. And now, here's David.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great show. Man, I cannot wait to tell you this. This show is not over. We got so much to talk about. The PASSEP program is awesome. And what's this? I think someone's ringing me here. It's from Chuck. Hey David, Chuck Strongbacks here. The David Show is not going to be over until the City Hall clock lights turn on. Ha! That's ridiculous. How could the clocks be on this time of the day? It's beautiful outside. Huh? video. You know something, kids? I think you're all learned a very good lesson. The show is over when the City Hall clock lights are on City Hall. Thank you, Chuck. Ulysses Lawrence Aladande, thank you. And all the folks who are watching, thank you very much for tuning into the David Show. See you next time.